What's up, YouTube? Big Bo Hacks in the house. Switch this around here so I can get out of this sun. I shot one video about a couple of months ago, and I told myself that this was going to be the only video that I shoot because I didn't want to become a YouTuber. I just wanted to show my ride because I think it's pretty cool, and that was it. But this has all changed because of one gentleman that stays in the Atlanta area. He drives a 5th gen Bumblebee Camaro, and he called me out. He put me on blast, but it was a positive blast. So he said, "Why do you have a ride like that and not showing anybody?" I was like, okay, I understand what you're saying. So I'm going to do a likes and a dislikes about this ride. But first, I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick overview of it, just a little walk around. I did do the one video. I'll put the link up here somehow as soon as I figure out how to do that. So stand by, please. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick walk around. Hurry up and get in this car. I don't know why. It's about 70 degrees out and all these mosquitoes are out for some strange reason. But again, if you want an in-depth review of it, just go ahead to my one and only other video. Again, I'll put a link at the top. But again, this is just a quick view. And I'll go ahead and get to my likes in a second. Okay, YouTube, I'm back. I'm here to give you some likes and dislikes about the 2012 Dodge Charger SRT. Now, don't get me wrong. I love everything about this car, and it was very hard to break this down, and especially with the likes. I was very nitpicky on choosing those, and you'll see because everything is just great about it in my opinion. So my first like is, ironically, the size of the car. Yes, it's a big sedan, but it's perfect for me and my family. We roll around comfortably and with no issues whatsoever. And my wife has a Audi A4, and I'm squished in there like a sardine, and I don't like to be that tight. And so, again, this car is not a Fleetwood. It's not too big, and it's not small. It's just perfect for me. Another like that I have in this with this car is the sound system. Now, make sure I pronounce this correctly. Carmen Hardin. It has the Carmen Hardin system. 19 speakers, subwoofer, 900 watts. I've seen on YouTube that some people don't like the sound. I don't know if it's the newer generations or what, but this one right here, I mean, I have no issues with it whatsoever. Well, I take that back. I have one small issue, and I'll share that with you with the likes, with the dislikes. But it's nitpicky, like I said. But other than that, it's perfect, in my opinion, as far as the sound system in this car. Another like is the drive mode. You have a big muscle car back in 2012 with a drive mode. And it only has one. It has sport and a normal. It doesn't have a track. But when I'm in that sport mode, you would think I was Andre. I don't know his name. Andretti. I think that's his name. I'm blowing past all the 5th gen Bumblebee Camaros in the house. I'm just kidding, but I'm not. But seriously, that suspension tightens up, transmission shifts faster, and it gets up and go. So I keep it in sport mode for the majority of my time. Another like are all the conveniences that this big muscle car has. I mean, you have heated steering wheel. You have the blind spot monitoring. You have heated and cooled cup holders. You have a massage seat. I mean, this is a muscle car, and the technology and the conveniences are just awesome. One thing that I really like, let me show you this. I'll make this quick because yeah, those mosquitoes out there for some reason. But as far as the sunroof, right here, there it goes, right there. You see that screen pops up. Now, this may be nothing to a lot of you, but I mean, this is pretty cool. When you're driving down the highway or in streets or whatever, that screen pops up and it keeps the bugs from coming in the car. And I thought that was pretty cool. So that's another one of the conveniences that I like about this car. Another convenience that I like about the ride is this ACC, adaptive cruise control. And what I like about that is, that you can set the cruise control. You can set it for how many car lengths you want and set your cruise. And as you get closer to a car, it slows down for you and keeps that same distance no matter what speed you're going. It'll slow it down but keep the same distance. And then you can change lanes, or if the car speeds up, it speeds up back to your set speed. And I think that's pretty cool. Again, might not be anything new to a lot of you, but that's new to me, and I'll share with you in a little while why all this is amazing to me and different. So that's another like that I have with the car. Two more likes that I have is the aggressive styling and the look of it. So I think I love the way this car looks as far as the aggressiveness of it. And I like it more than the latter years. Again, this is a 2012. And I just think it looks real mean and coming at you. You know, not saying the 2015, 16, 17s, they don't look mean, but I think these look more aggressive, the 2011, 2012s. All right. And also, as far as one of my likes that I forgot to mention when I was talking about the technology and the conveniences, is this Uconnect system. Now, apologize, but all right, there we go. I love this system. 8.4 inch screen, and you have all these different screens and options on here. And one other thing that I like about it, how precise it is and how responsive it is. You know, there's no lag. I can go through all this and it comes right up. Oh, there. Oh, DV. There we go. I love it. You know, the navigation, again, nothing new to a lot of you. But again, as I explained to you in a little bit, this is all out of sight to me. So, very cool, very responsive. I just love it. And my last like that I have listed is, and of course, and I don't have to show it. If you just look at the video, you'll see it. But right there, I mean, you can't have a like and not like that big 6.4 Hemi that brings this thing moving. All right. So There we go with my lights and my man DV. Hey, my brother. So this is going to be considered 2 videos. All right, for the likes and dislikes. So I hope this is suffice for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to my very nitpicky dislikes that I have with this car. And one that I have is the MDS system, the multi-displacement system. 8 cylinders, eco mode, cuts 4 cylinders down. Now, don't get me wrong, I love that part. On the highway, it does save gas, but when it's implemented, it makes this funky sound, and that comes out the exhaust, and I'm used to it. It doesn't bother me too much, but when it kicks in, it can be a little annoying. So that's one of my little dislikes. Another dislike I have with this ride is, and it's just, I don't know if it's this year or I looked on a couple of forums, but I get this funky error sometimes that pops up on the screen. And I'll show it to you right here. Now, it goes away. And it's in increments. It can take 10 seconds or it can take up to 4 minutes. It just does it. And I read on the forums that I think it's some type of sensors in the brake or something. And it automatically puts the car in sport mode, takes the traction control off, and it disables the frontal collision warning. And so I took it to the shop, but here's the thing. This car is under warranty, but if the dealership, if they don't see it, or if it doesn't happen while it's in their possession, then they're going to want to charge me. So it's just a minor little inconvenience. Maybe it'll happen one day that I'm right by the dealership and I can just go right there and say, hey, here it is. So put your little machine on it and see what's happening with that. But I think if any of you guys out there have that issue before and you know exactly what it is, please post it in the comments and let me know so I can just tell them to replace those sensors. I think there's some type of sensor, brake sensors or something like that. Again, it doesn't change anything. I'm in sport mode. I'm always in sport mode anyway, so it really doesn't do anything. I just don't like any errors on here because, like I said, this is a new car to me, and this little stuff shouldn't be happening, especially under warranty. So, minor little inconvenience. Another, which is a nitpicky and kind of ironic that I don't like about the car, is, of course, the gas mileage. Now, I mean, hey, you have a big 6.4 V8. What do you expect? But that doesn't mean I don't have to like it. And especially the way I drive, I don't expect to get great gas mileage. But again, hey, it is what it is. You have to pay to play, So I'm not mad at it. Again, I was just looking for things about this car that annoys me or I dislike. So that was just one that I thought of. Another is the paint job on the car when I first. There's a lot of touch-ups on here, and I'll go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. Not the fault of the dealer or the car. It's a 5-6 year old car. So when I got it, I noticed that there were a lot of touch-ups on here, but I wanted the car so bad, I said, forget it. Maybe one day I'll just get the whole thing painted. But I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, there's one. I hope you guys will be able to see that right there. There you go. Right there. It's a little touch-up. Nothing that someone would be able to see. unless you're very close. Here's another one. I can't even hardly see that one. But there's just a lot of little nicks here. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Right there. It's touched up, but unless you get very close, you can't even tell what's going on. I have one little chip, I think. Is it on this side? I think it's on the other side here. There it is, right there. You know, just little, minor little things. And my last and least little dislike that I have about this car, I love the color. Black looks good when it's clean. But one thing that I don't like about it, I just wiped it off. It attracts dust like a magnet. And I'm constantly wiping it off. You know, I can go in the house, I can wipe it off, go in the house 10 minutes, especially if it's high pollinated. The pollen is high, I can come out 10 minutes and it's just covered with all types of pollen and dust and everything like that. But with my wife's car, she has a silver car, nothing. That thing doesn't look dirty at all until you get right on it. And so this has to constantly be cleaned, washed all the time to make it look good. So again, that's my major issue with it. I chose the black, it was on me. But other than that, that's how it was. So before I sign off here, I mentioned to you guys the reason why I think this car is just so awesome to me and why I feel that this 2012 car is so new for me. I'm going to show you what I had before from 2014 to 2016 when I got this car. And here it is right here. Now that was a 2005 Bonneville GXP. Had a North Star engine in it. Had close to 300 horsepower. I mean, I thought that was the best thing since sliced milk when I got it and before I got this, So that was a 2005. Let me show you what I was driving from 2010 to 2014. Here it is right here. Now, that was a 1994 Buick Century. Now it was getting primed. I was getting it painted black, because you imagine before the prime there was rust on it and it was dents in it, and that's what I was driving for nearly 5 years before I got to 2005. Pontiac. And last but not least, let me tell you what I was driving from 2006 to 2010. And here it is right here. Now that was my main transportation. All the way from the spring till November, until the first sight of snow came down. Even when the snow was falling, if it didn't stick, I was driving it. That's all I had. That was a 2006, and that's a scooter, 260 scooter. So, and I took it on the highways. I took it everywhere. It went 75 miles per hour. It was only a 260 cc. So, and I just recently got it painted because I still have it, because it's sentimental to me and what I was going through and the things I was going through then. And that's all I had for my main transportation, going to work on the highway, driving it all the way into the winter. So that's why when I'm telling you about all these little things that you might think that are just normal in a ride, these things are special to me, because you see, I didn't have all that stuff. So I've been blessed. The Lord has blessed me. And I'm hoping for continued blessings, and hopefully everything will get better. I'm going to keep this until something else comes through. But that's the reason why I told you about all these little luxuries that might be normal to you but are special to me. All right? Take care. All right, people. So I appreciate you checking out this video. I'm going to say it again. I don't think I'm going to make any more. So DV, stay off me, brother. You know, and you never know. Maybe I can come up with something else if I do a mod, which I don't know. But other than that, I think I'm done. I just did this because I got called out, and so I hope this is suffice for you, my man. You guys take it easy. You can subscribe if you want, and share it. Do it all you can. Again, I'll put a link up there to that Bumblebee Camaro's page. Go check his out. He's a funny guy. Has some awesome content. And I'll also put a suggestion link up there on my one and only previous video that I made about the car, and I go deep into it. So thank you, and God bless you.